Yo, yo, you are watching Not James. I am your host, Jimmy. Hope everybody's doing well. This is my fourth video today. I am pumping them out. I was going to call it quits after the last one, but then I got this comment from the Fabulous Life now. And yeah, we definitely got to check that out. He gave me a comment. He told me he gave me a shout out in a video. And it's not every day one of the goats call you out. I got called out by the goat today. It's like Michael Jordan called my phone or something. That's how I'm feeling right now. So we're gonna check this video out and make our little comments, and we'll end it. Again, none of this is health advice. I'm just documenting my journey and looking for people on a similar path.
I am back. It's summer. It's Saturday. I got a little bit of the summer blues, but I want to shout out a great guy, Not James, Not James.
So that's actually N0TJAM3S. Not James. And I'm not going to change it. Even if you can't find me. I'm sorry. I like it. At least for now.
Who obviously doesn't follow me anymore because he didn't know that I was, that my ass was banned from.
So I 100% known that his ass was banned from YouTube. I made comments on it in a video before, and I was already following this channel. Unfortunately, it doesn't hit my algorithm or my suggested videos as much as possible. So I actually have to think of him and then type his name in to go watch his content. And it's not like that with other sugar channels because, my algorithm right now is kind of tailored to sugar diet. I get it on my recommended page a lot because obviously I'm watching those videos and the algorithm is smarter than all of us.
YouTube, and now I'm resurrected as the sugar that I'm resurrected now as the fabulous life, the sweet life. Check out Not James, subscribe to him. I want to make a quick video because of all the questions and comments. I'm still doing the sugar diet. I never have not been doing the sugar diet. But please let me explain, Lucy. Let me explain what it is. I have 7-8 tablespoons of glorious white sugar in my coffee. This is what I mean by the sugar diet. I have fruits, guys. I have vegetables. I come from the Ray Peat school. So I'm not a starch guy. Have some sweet potatoes, but I'm less and less of this. I did not like the candy diet. Hey, what happened to all the people that had sugar in their YouTube name? They're gone. They were my friends. I loved them. Where are all the sweet sugar people? Their names have mysteriously been changed. They're no longer talking about the sugar diet. Sugar, pure sugar, when I spoke to Dr. Pete himself, is what he recommended to me for thyroid, for losing weight, lowering stress, cortisol.
I love how comfortable he is with himself and how natural he comes off in his videos. It seems like he's like this off camera. And I'm actually a bit more silly than I am here. I'm not all the way comfortable with being in front of a camera or in front of a mic or even hearing my voice back yet, but I'm getting used to it and keep pumping out the content. Pro tip to anybody starting a YouTube channel, you might think a good idea would be to go and get all your friends to join and put it on your Facebook and put it on your Instagram and put it on your other social medias and then have just that a bunch of people joining that know you, but it puts so much extra pressure on the videos. I'm able to pump these out because nobody that knows me personally, I don't think, follows me. So all of these follows are organic, and I'd rather somebody come across it and be like, whoa, Jimmy, you've been doing a YouTube channel for a year, than to reach out. I've tried it both ways. The first way, as soon as you get a couple bad comments from people or snickering or it can really mess with your ego and your pride and your confidence when you're doing this. So if you're just starting out like I am, you should probably protect this from people that you know.
For thyroid, for losing weight, lowering stress, cortisol, sugar, mate. So I just want to clear up the confusion. When I look at, hold on, when I look at Chronometer, it will clearly tell you how much of your carbohydrates actually come from pure sugars. This is key. You eat a pure sugar diet, you're going to waste away. You're going to be so lean. Let me show you something, guys. Okay. So, let me reboot. All right, hold on. Let me reboot Chronometer. Here we go. So if you look at yesterday, okay, Chronometer. If you had 2,600 calories, fats at 22% yesterday, carbs 43, protein 35%. If you look
close at the freeze frame, you might have to blow it up a little bit. That's my video right there in the tab. Hey, Sugar Fuel 5K. That's me in the goats video. I'm winning today. I'm winning this whole. I've been winning since I've been on the sugar diet. I have been just win after win, stacking wins.
Under sugars, 202 grams out of 290 grams of carbs. Pure sugar. Pop-Tarts, Coke, they include sweet potato, grapes, tablespoons of sugar in my coffee, but they're going to include sweet potato, cherries, they're going to include the fruit. So basically, I want to clear this up. If you have, I just watched Ryan's video, was inspired, the high carb regenerator. I think he was pulling up a video for, was it Analyze and Optimize? And the guy said, which is, we all know this if you study this stuff, if you have a pure rice, fruit, and sugar diet, and that's 60 to 80% of your diet, wasting away again in Margaritaville, you're going to be so lean. I cannot gain weight if I have a lot of sugar in my diet. Now I am upping the protein. You can see I'm getting stronger. Ooh, look.
That man knows the angles for them biceps. He knows how to get him to pop on the camera. I'm not quite there yet, but it's a strong old man right there.
Shaquille O'Neal. But seriously, I am upping the protein and I am lifting weights so I can see that I am getting stronger. As we say in New York, stronger. But I just wanted to clear up the confusion. It's more of this, not starches, not eating a ton of bread. I still feel that I am doing the sugar diet, but I don't call it that. Because people are going to think, oh, you're eating candy all day, lollipops, and, like I said, Werther's candy or Nerds or whatever.
I don't care what they think. As long as my weight keeps going down, I am doing the sugar diet. That's what I'm calling it. Ban me if you want to. I got a full-time job. YouTube aren't paying any of my bills. So, yeah. It's the sugar diet because it teaches people not to be afraid of carbs or sugar. And it's okay to have a piece of candy here and there. Just don't make it your main diet. And honestly, I don't care what you do. Like, as long as you're getting results. Or if you're not, it's on you. Do what you feel. But people act like they're not eating a lot of candy now, and like candy's not $1 billion industry, and people act like only kids eat it, and it's a ridiculous thought pattern. To call a food immature just shows your level of maturity.
I am not. So weight has never come back. Thank you, Not James. Check out Not James, who's losing a ton of weight. He ran a 5K. He would blow me away. I can't run a 5K. Way to go, Not James. I played Not James in hoop.
To be honest with you, Chris, I didn't know I can run a 5K before today. I'm very proud of myself. I am very proud of myself for running that race and not stopping. That was my only goal. I had to look up and watch people power walking, beating me at pace, and really had to put my ego aside and say, hey, if I race them right now in the middle of the race, guess what? I'm not going to finish. I'm not going to finish the race without walking. So I stuck to my goal, smashed my goal. I finished faster than I thought I would. It was sub 45 minutes. So it was right at 44.3, 44 minutes and 30 seconds. So yeah, I'm looking forward to running more. Running is something I never really liked until a good friend of mine told me, if you want to start running, be prepared to go slow. And running slow versus running to get time or running a race, I love running slow. It's a great workout, and it's good for my mental health as well.
Way to go, Not James. I played Not James in hoops. He beat me. It was like, I went down to visit him. Not James turned around and did his crazy 3-pointer off the backboard. He called backboard, but anyway, Not James beat me 1-on-1.
I'm glad he called out that I called backboard, because if I hit the backboard, it was on purpose. I am a streaky shooter though, Chris. So if you ever want to play basketball, we can. I don't consider myself good, but I love playing, and I think I got a good IQ for the game. It's just that my body doesn't let me do what my mind comes up with sometimes. Sometimes I outthink my capabilities when it comes to basketball. But I'm definitely a streaky shooter, so when I'm hot, I'm hot. So anytime you want to hoop, let me know.
I'm going to come after you, Not James. I'm going to learn how to soar like Jordan. I only joke around. Love him. Love the small channels. I don't watch a lot of small channels, but the ones that I do, I love when people are doing it the natural way, raising their carbohydrates and sugars, watching their fat. The only reason why you drop the fat, because if you're going to add all that fat, there's no reason that's going to benefit your body but raise you past the caloric level to be in a deficit so you won't lose weight. That's why you do it. No, don't add sauces, don't add oils. I sometimes spray my pan with coconut oil really quickly.
So sauces, as long as they're carb based, a lot of sauces are pretty much all carbs. So I love adding sauces actually. Teriyaki sauce, barbecue sauce. Most of them are very low fat, very low protein. But the no oil part, I had such a hard time with that. I am an African American. Well, I'm a black American. I don't like being called African American personally, but I'm a black American. I love soul food like the next one. I love hibachi more than probably anything. I'm a very big fan of Japanese food and Asian food in general, and they use a lot of fat. But butter and fat and like learning to not cook with these things has opened my eyes to how much flavor they were really adding versus how much calories they were really adding. Now when I saute vegetables or I saute meats, I just use vegetable broth or beef broth or chicken broth, and you'll be surprised how much you don't miss the fat. It's not the fat that's driving the taste buds or driving the how good it tastes. So that has been another godsend on this diet, like practicing cooking. I love cooking. I'm pretty good at cooking. Practicing cooking with no oil and letting my family try it, and they're like, whoa, you didn't use olive oil to saute this? And I'm like, nope. You didn't use even oil to coat the potatoes when you put them in the air fryer? No, I didn't. I use good old vegetable broth or bone broth, and it works. I want to say as well, but it works better. Like I don't put anything in the microwave, especially like chicken. I hate the rubberiness it gets. So I just chop the chicken up and put it in some like a little saucepan with some broth and let it boil out. Add some sauce, it thickens up. Throw it on some rice. Have a good time.
That's it. No cheese, no nuts, no fatty meats, and look, looking good. Thank you, Not James. Thank you, everybody. Yes, I am still doing the true sugar diet.
Love that he's still doing the true sugar diet. I really enjoy his channel. Um, I do have a couple days a week where I do venture off into more regular eating. I have a young budding family, a daughter that's one and some change, and my wife and I have been married for like 5 years. We still go out, and I like to enjoy myself, and I don't like to be restricted when we do go out. But this is another diet where even if we do go out, it's easy to find something to eat or drink and not be restricted. Just willpower in this diet just don't. I don't feel like I have to use willpower. I feel like this is something my body asked for and it's something I want to do. It feels so natural, and I just follow my cravings to the best of my ability. If I start to crave some protein, usually it's in the middle of the day, I will have a chicken breast or two. And then some days I have one meal with protein in it. Some days I have two. And I'm probably like back and forth, honestly, on those. And if I feel like my body's not recovering from a workout, I'll get more protein in that next day. Friday, Saturday, I'm usually fruit in the morning, and then the 1 to 2 meals would be whatever. Sometimes low fat. Sometimes I'm craving a salad with some dressing with a little bit of fat in it. It's just my cravings have changed completely, and I appreciate your time. We are up to 76 followers. This is my last video for today, I promise, and y'all be good. Peace.